What's the worst thing you found? Searching through your teen daughter's room. I never thought I'd have to search my 16-year-old daughter's room. We always had this trust thing going. Dad, privacy matters, she'd say, and I respected that, until I found the empty whipped cream dispensers in our trash. 3 canisters in 1 week seemed excessive for a girl who hates desserts. When I asked Emma about it, she just shrugged. Mom likes whipped coffee, but Mom had been on a business trip all week. That night, while Emma was at her friend Chloe's house, I did something I'd sworn I'd never do. I went through her backpack. The first thing made my stomach drop. 20 small silver canisters labeled Galaxy Gas, and a handful of $20 bills rubber banded together. I'd never heard of Galaxy Gas, but one Google search told me everything. Nitrous oxide, whippets. Kids were huffing this stuff to get high, and apparently my daughter was the local dealer. I scrolled through her texts and found dozens of orders. 2 cans for tonight's party? Emma's got the good stuff. Tell your girl I need 5 for the weekend. She was charging kids $15 per canister she bought for $3 online. No wonder she suddenly had money for new clothes and Starbucks runs. When I dug deeper, I found videos on her phone. Emma and her friends passing around balloons filled with gas, laughing as their voices went squeaky, some of them stumbling and falling over. The worst part? A video where Emma filmed another girl who'd passed out completely. Sarah can't handle her whips. Emma's voice giggled behind the camera. I heard her car pull into the driveway and quickly put everything back. My little girl who used to build fairy houses and braid my hair was now dealing drugs to teenagers. Dangerous drugs that could kill them. What if someone got seriously hurt? What if Emma got arrested? When Emma walked in, I was sitting at the kitchen table with one of the Galaxy gas canisters in front of me. Her face went completely white. Dad, I can explain. Save it, I said. I saw everything on your phone. She didn't cry or apologize like I expected. Instead, she got defensive. Mom works 12-hour shifts and you're always in your office. When's the last time either of you asked what I actually need? Her words stung because they held some truth. Since the divorce, I've been buried in work trying to afford the house and her college fund. I thought providing was enough. When's the last time you took me anywhere? Emma continued, voice shaking. Chloe's mom notices me more than you do. That night, I called my boss and arranged to work from home 3 days a week. I also called Emma's mom, who admitted she'd been avoiding dealing with Emma's attitude by picking up extra shifts. The hardest call was to Sarah's parents. Their daughter had been hospitalized 2 weeks ago for what they thought was a panic attack. Turns out it was oxygen deprivation from inhaling too much nitrous oxide. Sarah's parents wanted to involve the police. The school wanted to suspend Emma. My ex-wife blamed my permissive parenting for Emma's behavior. Instead of punishment, I fought for Emma to enter a youth substance abuse program. 2 months of counseling, community service at the animal shelter, and weekly check-ins with a probation officer. The first few weeks were brutal. Emma barely spoke to me. The second month, she started asking for rides to the shelter instead of taking the bus. By the third month, she asked if we could have Saturday morning pancakes like we used to. Last week, Emma got a text from Chloe asking if she had any party supplies for the weekend. I watched Emma stare at her phone for a long time before typing back, not into that anymore. Want to come volunteer with me instead? Later that night, I found a note on my desk. Sorry for dealing that stuff. Sorry for almost hurting Sarah. Thanks for not calling the cops on me. I don't know if we're completely past this, but yesterday, I found Emma teaching her little cousin how to make fairy houses in the backyard, just like she used to do with me. And for the first time in months, I felt like I had my daughter back.